Drained peat also becomes more vulnerable to fire. During dry periods, a single spark, from land clearing, cigarettes, or nearby burning, can ignite peat. Such fires can burn underground and smolder for weeks or months, releasing huge amounts of smoke and greenhouse gases. These fires often cause regional haze, affecting air quality across borders, closing schools and airports, and creating serious health risks for millions of people. In addition to carbon dioxide, oil palm plantations that use large amounts of nitrogen fertilizers can release nitrous oxide, a greenhouse gas much more potent than carbon dioxide. The climate footprint of palm oil therefore depends heavily on its land use history and management. Oil palm planted on degraded land with good water and fertilizer management has a much lower impact than plantations established by clearing intact forests or draining deep peat.
People and the plantation landscape. Oil palm landscapes are shaped not only by ecology, but also by people. For plantation workers, oil palm can mean stable wages, housing, basic services, and opportunities for children to attend school. For smallholder farmers, it can provide a reliable cash crop with a ready market and access to mills. For governments, palm oil exports generate foreign exchange and tax revenue that can be used for infrastructure, education, and health services. At the same time, the expansion of plantations has not been free of conflict. In some areas, communities have lost access to customary lands and forests that they used for generations. Others have seen sacred sites, hunting grounds, or traditional farmlands turned into monoculture fields. As forests shrink and habitats fragment, wildlife may move closer to human settlements. Crop damage by wild pigs, macaques, or other species becomes more common, creating human-wildlife conflict. Downstream communities may experience more frequent floods or deteriorating water quality, yet have little influence over upstream land use decisions. Sustainable oil palm is therefore not just a technical challenge about yields and fertilizers. It is also about fairness, participation, and respect for local rights. The way land is allocated, how benefits are shared, and how environmental costs are managed all affect both ecosystems and people.
Towards more sustainable oil palm. Given these complex impacts, can oil palm be part of a sustainable future? Many researchers, NGOs, companies, and policymakers believe it can, if key changes are made. Several principles are now widely recognized. 1. Protect high conservation value and high carbon stock areas. Primary forests, key wildlife habitats, and deep peatlands should be off-limits for new plantations. Safeguarding these areas preserves biodiversity and carbon storage. 2. Maintain and restore riparian buffers and forest corridors. Wide vegetated strips along rivers filter sediment and chemicals, stabilize banks, and provide habitat. Corridors linking forest patches and protected areas allow wildlife to move and maintain genetic diversity. 3. Improve soil and water management. Techniques such as contour planting on slopes, properly designed terraces, cover crops, and mulching with organic material help reduce erosion, maintain soil organic matter, and improve water infiltration. 4. Adopt better chemical management. Integrated pest management reduces reliance on pesticides by combining monitoring, biological control, and cultural practices. Fertilizer plans based on soil and leaf analyses ensure that nutrients are applied at the right rate, time, and place, reducing losses to waterways. 5. Support smallholders to adopt good practices. Many small farmers need access to training, finance, and technology. By improving yields on existing smallholder land, pressure to clear more forest can be reduced. Certification schemes such as the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO, and national standards like MSPO in Malaysia provide frameworks and guidelines for these practices. They require companies to meet environmental and social criteria and are audited periodically. Certification is not perfect, and implementation can be uneven, but it represents an important step towards more accountable and transparent production. Ultimately, a more sustainable future for oil palm means shifting focus away from expansion into new natural areas and towards better management and restoration in existing plantation landscapes. Digital tools and innovation technology is playing an increasingly important role in transforming how oil palm is monitored and managed. Satellite imagery from programs such as Sentinel and Landsat allows continuous monitoring of land use change across huge areas. Deforestation, new plantation development, and fire scars can be detected and mapped with growing accuracy. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, provide high-resolution images of estates. They can reveal canopy gaps, signs of erosion, drainage patterns, blocked culverts, and areas affected by pests or disease. Geographic Information Systems, or GIS, combine these spatial data with information on soils, slopes, rivers, villages, and conservation areas. This helps planners identify high-risk zones, such as steep slopes, flood-prone areas, or deep peat, and avoid them when planning new developments. On the ground, sensors measure rainfall, soil moisture, and microclimate conditions. This data helps plantation managers make more precise decisions about irrigation and fertilizer application. GPS-guided equipment can apply fertilizer or herbicide only where needed, reducing waste and limiting environmental contamination. Digital dashboards integrate data from satellites, drones, field sensors, and production records, giving estate managers a real-time overview of environmental performance. Traceability systems follow fresh fruit bunches from specific blocks through mills and refineries. This allows companies to demonstrate to buyers and consumers that their products come from approved, responsibly managed sources. These digital tools do not automatically guarantee sustainability, but they make it easier to identify problems, enforce standards, and reward better practices, and they push the oil palm sector towards greater transparency and accountability.
Choosing the future of oil palm. Oil palm has transformed landscapes and lives across Malaysia, Indonesia, and many other countries. It has generated income, created jobs, and provided an efficient source of vegetable oil for the world. At the same time, it has contributed to deforestation, biodiversity loss, soil degradation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions, especially when plantations expand into forests and peatlands. The story of oil palm is not black and white. It is not simply a choice between development and conservation. It is a story of how we use land, how we value nature, and how we design our economic systems. As consumers, our choices influence demand for sustainable palm oil and for products that respect environmental and social standards. As citizens, our voices shape policies that protect forests, peatlands, and rivers. As producers, companies, and smallholders, our decisions determine how plantations are planned, managed, and restored. The challenge ahead is to ensure that oil palm, a highly productive and economically important crop, is cultivated in a way that does not destroy the ecosystems that all of us, human and non-human, depend on. If we can protect high conservation value areas, improve management on existing plantations, support local communities, and use digital tools wisely, oil palm can be part of a more sustainable landscape. In the end, the impact of oil palm plantations on the ecosystem is part of a larger question. Can we build a future where economic growth and healthy ecosystems go hand in hand? The answer is not fixed. It depends on the decisions we make today. Use of electronic resources, e-resources, in this project. To prepare this documentary on the impact of oil palm plantations on the ecosystem, we also relied heavily on electronic resources. We used Google Scholar to search for scientific articles using keywords such as oil palm biodiversity loss, oil palm peat greenhouse gas emissions, oil palm soil erosion, and oil palm water quality impacts. From these searches, we accessed journal papers and technical reports that discuss the environmental effects of oil palm and possible mitigation measures. We also consulted official websites and documents related to sustainable palm oil, including guidelines and standards from initiatives like RSPO and MSPO. These materials provided information on best practices, certification criteria, and current policy directions. In addition, we watched educational videos and webinars that explain oil palm cultivation, peatland management, and conservation challenges in simple, visual ways. These multimedia resources helped us visualize real situations on the ground and inspired some of the imagery used in this documentary. Use of online communication tools for group work. Producing this documentary was also a group effort that depended on online communication tools. We created a WhatsApp and Telegram group as our main channel for coordination. Through this group, we shared ideas, links to articles, draft, and reminders about deadlines. To write and refine the script, we used a shared Google Docs or Microsoft Word online file. This allowed all group members to edit at the same time, add comments, correct grammar, and improve flow without sending multiple versions by email. For discussions, we held virtual meetings using platforms such as Google Meet or Microsoft Teams.
Increasing attention to environmental concerns, not just for the world market, but for country's own population. Like citizens in Malaysia are demanding that the government safeguards the environment for our own benefit.
In other words, it seems, environmental awareness not being an exclusively European export. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Kuala Lumpur.
The story of oil palm is still being written. What we choose to do next will decide how this story ends. For the forests, for the rivers, for the climate, and for all of us who call this planet home. Thank you for watching.